Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. And the Golden Flashes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And the ball is intercepted.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it to the right side. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Still looking. Slings it downfield. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Snares it outside, it's Delgado.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
You'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it.
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Hard running there. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, they knock it free. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice.
And he's running in the open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the toss. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Runs for the tackle. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. To the ground. He's got it again. Shakes off the tackle.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Fires to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's going to take off. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Golden Flashes will go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Golden Flashes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third. Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kent State. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Sweet feet on the move. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards. The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Delgado. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Now on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, you got to stop the run.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Might as well give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's House. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The give as they work on that clock. And the golden flashers pick up the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He'll throw on 3rd down. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling. Everything is worked.
Off he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
First and 10.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. A shot for the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover, give up the yardage, it'll be first. Throws for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and